Yep. Woo! And we're back. Totally not because I botched everything up for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, we totally didn't lose 20 minutes of recording and time that I'll never get back. Thanks, James.
Hey, we've wasted more time doing other things in our lives.
Yeah, it's fair enough. So, for those who paid attention to the update videos we put out, you may have figured out that I have a new computer, or at least, well, yeah, I have a new computer. And for those who are interested in specs and that sort of things, it's a NVIDIA GTX 1070, i5 6600K, 16 gigs of Kingston HyperX Fury RAM, and a lovely M.2 SSD to boot off that makes it very fast.
Very nice. Very nice. And Simeon is working hard enough.
God, the temptation to make a bad joke about Simeon being hard enough as it is.
And the hardest is yet to come.
Oh my.
Oh my.
With a slightly different choice in music, this could go somewhere entirely different.
Just take a seat next to. Though I did, though I don't know how many episodes ago it was, but when we did ask about the posters in the background, one of them, from what we provided, with their old Soviet era posters.
Oh,
Yeah, old Cold War era patriotism, or is it? Did did the communist states have, like, did they call it patriotism or did they call it something
I
else?
honestly don't know. But yeah, there's probably some kind of a mandated thing. I don't know.
I'm not too caught up on the Soviet Union,
I mean,
CCCP.
I remember, when we first started recording that and we first got introduced to the character, I tried to figure out how to pronounce what the Russian for USSR is, which which is what CCCP stands for, and I just couldn't. Like my mouth did not want to do the words. But yes, where Olga Dmitrievna told us to sit down by the inexplicably attractive chicks. You never get anyone that just looks average in any of these games, do you?
Not really, and if you do get an average-looking person, it's main character.
Yeah, it's the main character. Well, I mean, we brought it up in another episode. Either the main character looks average or just doesn't have a face.
Yep. No face syndrome.
Yeah, I believe you titled an episode "No Face Syndrome."
Pretty sure it did.
Yeah. Is Simeon coming to the ball?
He ain't got nowhere to go.
And the prom's
Turns
tomorrow.
around, whips head back. Wah!
Wrong hairstyle.
Really?
Well, yeah. I mean, she doesn't have drills.
Yeah. True, it's not bubblegum pink.
Then again, Misha doesn't have drill. Oh, crap! We haven't got that far in our playthrough yet. Whoops.
Yeah.
Depends on when you put this out. We may have, we may not have.
We may or may not have got that far, though. I like how Ulana's just like rooting for the "we make a fool of ourselves" option.
It's banter. It's great.
Yep. It is. This is probably the most interaction we get with Ulana outside of her line.
Well, I mean, we haven't recorded in about a month and a half, and even before then, it's about similarly sporadic. So I've honestly lost all track of where anything is.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, then there's the fact that I'm running on less than 3 hours sleep in the last 36 hours, thanks to the joy that is all-nighters. I know you know all this already. I'm just saying for the benefit of our viewers.
Oh yeah, I know. So I'm surprised you even agreed to record this one. I was quite surprised.
Well, tomorrow evening I'm going to be busy doing homework, so.
Ah.
This doesn't require that much mental effort. I just have to make a reasonably interesting conversation, and we can keep going.
Yes. And his comment on how he actually has no clothing to wear.
Show up in the best suit, which the birthday suit.
I feel that that's an inappropriate suit for this type of camp.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
Though that's a bit of a low blow, even for
Well, I mean,
like, someone her age.
Uliana's so short, you know, you have to. Every blow's a low blow. Being tall is nice.
Mm,
Wearing a biohazard suit to avoid the cooties.
yep. See, she might not agree with that kindergarten mantra
Matinee.
comment, but she acts like it.
I mean, they both do. You.
Oh yeah.
I believe you made this observation earlier, and that, you know, Semyon frequently comments about, "I'm actually an adult," you know, and then proceeds to.
I'm an adult, guys. Believe me.
And then
has a playground argument with the youngest character in the
exactly. Ugh. Just savage banter.
This is savage banter to say.
To the point where it's starting to affect the other girls.
Mm-hmm. And I still think Slavia looks like she's got like a bad fake tan in some of these stills. Or it could just be my computer.
Yeah, I mean, with my new PC, I have a new monitor, and it's a very nice monitor. It's
Yes, because you're the one broke the day after you finished your computer.
it was the day after I spent $300 getting a mechanical keyboard. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
I would have. I'm just going to be broke for a while, thanks to the necessities of, you know, things like that. It was bad. It was just really bad timing.
Yeah, it was super bad timing.
Oh well, I've managed to make things work out more or less.
Though, yeah, it was good that you're making things work out, but ooh,
Yeah, it's student life.
yeah.
We live off the bones of our
Yeah.
ass. Just these two are literal children.
Yeah.
They're acting like children. Given
Oh,
one of them
yeah.
literally is a child, you know, it's different.
And the other one should be a bit older, and then has this, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's actually kind of a valid philosophical point, though. Given Semyon's mental age compared to his physical age, what does
Oh.
that mean? Like, regarding, like, if a 24-year-old dated a 17-year-old in real life, people would be, you know, weirded out, but he's physically like 17 or whatever.
yeah, he's 18, I think, for the purposes of the game.
Yeah, for legal purposes.
Then again, yeah, for the purposes of the game, he's 18.
But yeah, still, like, is that a creepy age gap if the physical age is the same?
I don't know. Like physical age, yeah, but at the same time, we're well aware that Semyon didn't exactly have much of a life after school.
Yeah, it's the good old half your age plus 7 rule. If he's 24 in his old life, that'd make it. Shit, I can do maths. 19.
12,
we
19.
I'm surprised, you know, I managed to pull that off. Maths on command after so little sleep.
Yeah.
But yes, they've trashed the canteen.
And he's totally just like, it's a draw.
All right, we'll call it a draw, like the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, missing all 4 limbs. All right, we'll call it a draw.
That's such a good movie. I don't remember a lot of it, as it's been probably close to 10 years since I watched it.
Shit. It's probably been a year or 2 since I last watched it. I need to rewatch it. It's
And-
a glorious piece of cinema. Cinema? I can speak English, I swear.
And the teleporting Olga.
Yeah, she can probably walk, but it's more fun to just imagine her either teleporting or hovering slightly above the ground.
Yep.
Are you satisfied with yourselves now? Just go, no, and punch her in the face.
Maybe that might be a bit overkill. I think a slightly destructive food fight is a lot more appropriate.
But yes, he mentioned that Olga is that kind of angry where you can tell, like, their voice is calm, but you can tell that they are not calm.
Yep.
They're just trying, they're bottling it up for later release, as it were.
Yep. And now the finger pointing.
Wasn't my fault, it was her fault. Wasn't my fault, it was his fault. Again, literal children. And Olga's not dealing with this shit. She's just, no.
No. And Ulana just being like, nah, I'm good.
But I mean, yeah, Simon going, oh, I'm not sure my share of the blame was bigger than hers. Yeah, who, me?
I like how he's more than willing to tell himself he's an adult, but the moment it comes to actually being an adult.
I'm still not. I don't think I'm an adult. I mean, in the eyes of the law, I am. You know, I'm old enough to vote. You know, I'm past the age of consent. I can drive. But I'm not an adult. I feel like I'm pretending.
Yes, no one ever. I don't think anyone ever really is an adult. We just pretend we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, just Olga's just fucking. You two, stop. Just no. Do your jobs. You made the mess. Clean it up.
And Ulana's just like, ah.
Fucking Olga's just. You! Start to pick up the broken tableware immediately.
Ooh, savage.
Just blunt.
Yep, that is savage.
Now let's just bail, because that's apparently the way to advance.
Which is surprising, given I'm pretty sure every other line requires you to stay. And I'm pretty sure every other line requires you to actually stay at this point, which is interesting, given so far Slavi has been the one who I would think you would.
Oh, sorry, not
Who
my
you-
mic.
There. Who you would think would be the line to.
The lawful good.
Yeah. Like, even in Ulana's line, the right answer there is stay with Ulana.
Let's just fucking bail.
Yep. And electronic.
We rolled high enough to we rolled high enough on
Avoid
our stealth
Kenji.
to get out of the building, but we didn't roll high enough to prevent ourselves from running into the person that annoys us. And you know, it's not a critical fail. Like a one, that'd be rolling a one would be Kenji showing up somehow through the barriers of time and space. But this is still a fail, like a 4-ish.
And this is Simeon not caring. Yes.
Yep, now we're out of here. I still don't understand what the
And now I'm going to go stand in the middle of the square.
Definitely not the best place to hide.
No.
Clearly.
He probably shouldn't start talking to himself whenever he's stressed.
I don't know. It's nothing too crazy as long as he isn't hearing voices. She's fine.
Or start questioning where apples come from.
Wait, what?